Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Just been chilling, doing some upgrades on the account. So basically, 2 days ago I was like 55 million, and then when I started this morning I was 65 million. Now I'm 68, so I feel like I'll be around 70, 75 by the time I do everything that I intend to do today. Um, but yeah, thanks for those that are continuing to watch these videos. This is kind of the daily dose of Dynasty Scrolls. I guess today we can do some tips and tricks, and I can show you where I got a lot of the resources. The reason why I don't really post me doing the progress anymore is it just takes so fucking long. There's just way too much going on in between the screens, and the actual preparation stage before you even get to advance your heroes. So, if I was going to title anything, today would be where I go to shop and what I go to do it. I was in the process of doing my engravings. So, in order to get the resources for your engravings, I'll talk slowly, briefly, I should say, about what it is. So, when you engrave a set, so two of the same totem, so this is the eagle totem or engraving, you can call it. You do get the additional set bonus, which is attack, defense, and evasion +5. So, in order to get them, it's very important that you do your daily expeditions every day. Your fatigue refreshes every couple of hours, so make sure that you go in here and you do them while you can. I'll be doing this shortly after the video. But when you go into your merit shop, this is where you actually will be buying your basic engravement, which is for your equipment, and your relic engravement, which is for the relics that I just showed you. I spent about 40,000 currency just then to max out a few of them. So I have been hoarding for a little bit. In terms of progress, though, you don't really get much of an overall power boost, but you do get a quite nice stat boost. So any stats are good stats in terms of progress wise. As for getting the actual epic, I would say the epic treasures themselves. I saw there was a couple of videos out there about how to find them. You can do it by basically uh, every event you have a chance to select rewards. I've been slowly selecting the Relic Shard chest as an reward, purely because you get a guaranteed, choice. So we're going to be pulling out the Prime Minister seal for this example. But basically, every day when you go and do your dailies, one of your dailies, i.e., the treasure daily, will grant you a chance of a random relic. You can save them up and pop them all at once if you'd like to. Ultimately, it's up to you. The drop rates of the epics are pretty low, so just be mindful that's not a guaranteed way to get them. So like most people, they kind of disregard what shops do in this game. Now, that's your detriment. Never disregard what you can get from your shop. You always want to be looking through. So for the relic shop, every day I buy this. I buy this every day. So I always have one more epic relic to use, and then it's extremely easy to get this currency. Um, you can get the currency from simply just doing your normal daily treasure task, but B, you can also get like some pretty additional cool things by spending that said currency. Just charm XPs and stuff like that. So I strongly encourage you every day to go to your arcade and to do your treasure hunts. It will cost you, it will cost you some resources to do it. The easiest way is simply to get to the point where you can smash them, and this is level dependent when the feature unlocks. But essentially, you go in here and you just hunt five people, blitz them 5 times, and within that chance, you do get some additional currency. Sometimes you don't get the piece you're looking for, but most of the time you do. Go ahead, synthesize, and it's as simple as that. But while you're doing it, the main, I guess, takeaway is you're accumulating jade, and you want to accumulate as much jade per day as you possibly can, so that then you can go ahead and buy that. Essentially, you want to be able to buy the Epic Relic Shard pack every day or every 2 days, depending on how much jade you accumulate. It's particularly good when these events roll around. As you saw, I had a likely chance to acquire. It didn't happen though. It is likely though. And there we go. So instead of spending all my resources attempting to get, it out of a blitz, I can do the likely, and then we'll see whether or not that happens. Uh, I don't know. It's a weird function. Don't get me wrong. It's like a gamble. Like you're gambling that one chance is gonna save you instead of having to do five chances and stuff like that. But anyway, I've digressed. Make sure you're always going in here. You're doing your daily smashes to get your relics. Um, there are corresponding events that require you to do this anyway, but it is probably the easiest and the most secure way to advance yourself in terms of epic relic shards. I don't think the video that I watched covered that. They merely covered the where to locate the chances to get those shards. But also, support the people in the community. They're doing an amazing job providing that detail out there. Next, I'd like to talk about the charm essence. Make sure that you're proactively attempting to get charm shards. So every day you must go to Behemoth, you must be smashing these guys out. But the most important thing that you're doing is collecting your rewards and going to your Behemoth shop. You want to be buying these ones every single day, people. I can't stress this enough. You will run out of charm stones. You will run out of charm stones, and you'll be stuck like I'm stuck at level 100 going, why did I not go and buy all this shit? As for training pills, it is dealer's choice. Training pills is linked to your arena. To be fair, you can never have enough of these too. So early game, I would recommend buying out whatever hero copy that you're currently using, and then using the rest of your arena for them. You should be doing your 20 smashes per day for your arena every single day. Equipment. Equipment is the single most important aspect of the game. I cannot stress this enough. You want to be going into your trials tower every single day. This is you're gonna notice a trend here when I say every single day, and I sincerely mean it. Eventually, you'll be able to do quick blitz and smash all the way up. You can decide whether or not you are strong enough to do push a level. So if you know you're going to get a guaranteed, basically 3 stars, then go ahead and push that level. Then wait a bit, push the level again, just so that you can blitz higher every single day. That's the strategy that I use when I know it is achievable. In terms of equipment, the reason why you want to push as high as you possibly can is because you need to unlock your epic gear. Epic gear gives you a massive boost to your overall power abilities, and of course the affinity of the gear. As you can see, I have 77k of these things saved up in token form, and I am pretty much purchasing everything that I need per day from here. I do tend to focus on one set at a time, just so I'm not spreading my resources too thinly. So when I go ahead and build the Vermilion set for Juji, I will be obviously doing it here. I believe I can maybe I got his the epic divine coat already, so I don't need that. I got his fan, so I don't need that. I guess his crown would be the next one, and his boots. So we'll do the crown and boots while we're here. It is very, very important to be doing this. And of course, you can get some additional refinement points for your equipment as well. Moving on, last but not least, you want to be doing your wishing shop every single day. Now, I know this sounds obvious, but make sure you're not missing the opportunities for conquest and city siege. It becomes more and more important later on, because this is where you're going to be able to get your essentially your first free, quote unquote, free epic avatar is going to probably be coming from here. The transformation event has not rolled around on this server, so I can't, in all good conscience, say you'll get one from there. But I can confirm you will be able to get definitely be able to accumulate enough of these wishing things, wishing crystals to get one free from here. So you should be doing this every single day, regardless, but make sure you're not missing out on Siege event and Conquest as well. It is very important that you do go ahead and do that. Moving on, what else can we talk about in terms of the shop? Generally speaking, I do not spend any of my gems on here. The only item that I ever buy is stamina pills. I'm slowly not buying them. I'm slowly backing off in terms of spending on stamina pills. The only reason is level progress. Yes, level progress is very important. The reason why it's important is because you'll get blindsided. So I have a lot of, well, I have one or two that I'm close to maxed out for the next level, so tier or stage 7. However, I need to hit level 70 in order to progress. So while this is sort of important to increase your stages every day by doing your blitzes, at a certain point you're going to cap out. So it kind of goes hand in hand. You want to be doing your stamina, you want to be using your stamina pills whenever you get a chance to, and blitzing them. But just be mindful, a lot of places will give you stamina pills, so you don't always have to max out on your purchase of them. But you should be using all of your stamina every single day. That's my advice. You want to maximize your level the best way that you possibly can, and that is by doing your blitzes. Now, we started out 2 days ago at level 55 million. We went to 65 million today. And then when I did this video, we're now at 68 million. So we've progressed about 3 million so far. So how else are we going to progress? This is probably the most obvious thing to talk about, but it's also one of the more, I guess. Oh yeah, by the way, we have a treasure hunt event that I forgot to mention. So everything is fortuitous. So we'll be finishing that out, and we're getting some juicy weapon tokens. Yeah, weapon tokens, and we should be going from there. Make sure you're getting your daily, packs and all that sort of stuff. Stamina, as you can see, you get 300 a day, which is not bad. But we have the arms race. So the arms race is probably the single best item to spend on the game. Like if you're going to spend any money, here would be where you would like to do it. Here's also where you kind of want to save your gold to make some additional purchases. It is super important to, plan ahead for events like this. And of course, the limited hero event, Zashi will be the next one if everything works out the way it should for limited heroes for the Warlord Nation, at least on this server bracket. We're on S10 of the Asian server. But yeah, what you need to do is obviously be in an active legion, and then you probably want to capitalize on that. So for me, I would recommend doing as many of these as possible. I'm personally going to skip Conquest because I think it's just a load of shit. Uh, a lot of other servers don't agree with that because they I feel like they're mentally challenged in the concept that you don't need to go and farm other people. There's no gain in that at all except for making enemies. But of course, it is a game and people just don't care. Um, so, of course, just to cover this event briefly, I did do a video of it in the past. Go in, make sure you're doing your dailies. These are set every single day, so make sure you're maximizing, the opportunities to get your resources. Resources are important. You realistically want to be buying or getting as many of the gold merits as you possibly can. These ones up here, the ultimate merit, because of course that is where the best possible items are for you to get. Now, what do I need? I need 30 gold merits in order to finish off this video. last but not least, I will be buying these out. It's 5,000 gems or ignates. It is expensive, but it is equally worth it because I definitely need those gold merits. So we got 60 merits simply by purchasing that. So there you go. It's a guaranteed 60 merits. 60 merits will get you a rare feather, or it can get you some juicy things like some weapon shards, legendary charm shards, which I'm not quite at that point. Of course, you can get universal shards as well for the charms. Divine ruins. I'm not really at that point of building those combo things up yet. And of course, if you want to keep saving up for each event, you can eventually buy some skins and, of course, the legendary avatar cards, which is pretty cool. This is probably, potentially you can be saving up to get those. I will be going to watch some of the videos where there was one claiming you can get the wings. So I don't know where the reward for the wings are, to be fair. There was one where it sort of said you can get the maybe it's because you can get rare feathers for free. Um, well, not for free, for gold. I'll have a look to see because technically the arms race is all about getting wings. So um, yeah, that'll be interesting if we could actually get that for free. Maybe I'll do an update video to confirm that for sure. But for me, I will be purchasing one, two, three of those. So 15 shards. And then going into my wish pack and my wish shop. Beautiful. I'm just going to buy one of those for today. And so we're going to go into our bag and we're going to make some progress. So we're going to open that up. We're going to get some Dow Chan shards out and probably don't need to use all of these, but we will be getting Warlord. And then 1, 2, 3, and then 10, 13. So there you go. We have got ourselves a Dow Charm. How cool is that? Legendary number 3. Definitely putting myself in a position to get legendary number 4. So we're going to activate that, make some progress. I'm assuming that we should bump up to... yeah, we should be able to get that over the line there. Hopefully we'll land on level 700, 7 million, 70 million, I assume, would be where we're going to get. Maybe we'll see. We'll see. So, of course, this means who do I replace? Who do I replace? Do I replace my healer with Diao Chan? Or do I replace Dong Zhao with Diao Chan? So the answer is my healer is getting the chop. So Haltao is going to be relegated. Of course, you can change this up whenever you like before you deploy your fights. So don't be like, oh, you can't use that. Of course, you can use that. You're not at a disadvantage. Your heroes are not going to go anywhere. Your star level is not going to go anywhere. So why don't we try and level this lovely lady up? I'm going to be spending all of my SP later on. I'm not going to do that on screen. But I'm going to use all my SP to get her as far as I can in terms of boosting her actives, her talents, I should say. It would be better if I could just hold this button. I should have enough to get her to... Well, I don't know actually. I don't know if I'll get her past 60. I don't think so. I don't think so, buddy. No. So 56 is where she lands today, but that's fine. I will be boosting her up throughout the week. Sadly, that's probably one of those ones where it's just a pain in the ass. You can never have enough. Make sure you're doing your daily actives as well if you've got the pot of gold event going on. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there. And hopefully that was informative. As you can see, 3 legendary heroes is very sexy. We should be getting number 4 shortly, depending on who's in the hero. limited hero event. But yeah, if you like this sort of content, please remember to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell. I do know I cover a lot of other games, so if that's not your thing, that's cool. But it's always nice to see if there's a bit of variety out there as well, especially for those that like idle heroes and dynasty heroes as well. I will be doing some Battle Knight videos and potentially some Auto Heroes videos in the future when the events drop for those, but I'm just anticipating a very auspicious, fortuitous event for Chinese New Year. But I'll catch you in the next one. Have a good one.